Morning guys, today is Friday. It's a bit damp again. But hey ho, it's all good. Oh, and it is Friday the 13th of September 2024. I'm glad it's Friday. It's been a busy week, and also it's been a busy week with George. You can probably hear now, George is a little bit noisy this morning because he's got a hole in the box on the exhaust. The backfire cut blew the hole in the exhaust, and the reason that happened basically is through faulty points. Show you what happened now. Whoa, look at this. Bit of water down here. Have I left the window open? No, it's leaked in from somewhere. Oh, it looks a bit wet here. Maybe, eh? Who knows? Never mind, I haven't used George all weekend. I didn't use him this morning because I used my wife's car. So today, let's get him fired up first. His way. Everything's good. Yeah, so the weekend we went to Arming Hall, to the classic car show come auto jumbo. This little camera I'm using now decided he weren't going to work. It's been playing up lately for some reason. I charged him up the night before when we got to Norwich, turned him on, and what happened was he decided he was going to play up, and it said no power in the battery. I thought it was a bit strange because that was fully charged. Just checking my phone or something. I thought it was a bit strange because he was fully charged, but got a bit of a splutter on now. Look, George don't want to know. Come on, George. He does this now and again. Be right in a minute. Seemed a bit strange, didn't it? What's going on there? Backfiring? Now, how weird is that, what he keeps doing? I told you before, now and again he just decides it's not playing the game. I was hoping then, to be fair, that he weren't going to restart, so I could then have a point to start from to find out what's going on. But now he's fine again. I really don't know what is going on with him. I've got a feeling might be a condenser. So what I'm going to do, when I get a spare few minutes, I've got a spare condenser, I'm going to whip that condenser out, change it, and we'll see how we get along. But that is really strange one, isn't it? Absolutely running fine now. Yeah, you can get out of the way, mate. I've got the right way. I see him come herring past all the parked cars, loads of spaces to get in. But he thought, no, I'm just going to keep coming. As they do some days. Everyone's in a hurry. Yeah, so that was really weird again. I haven't used him, like I say, over the weekend. I keep trying to find out what's going on. I can't pinpoint it. It never seems to do it when I've got the bonnet open and I'm under there, having a fiddle about with it. I can't find anything wrong, and like now it's absolutely fine again. Very strange, isn't it? Very strange. Hopefully we'll get to the bottom of it and it'll be alright again. This is good. I can get my little space behind the gate here. What it is, someone else parks there in the morning, and obviously they go home about 2:30. If I come any earlier, I won't get this space. If I come just after 2:30, 2:45, they're usually gone. I have had a couple of times when they haven't left for whatever reason. But there you go. I don't know what's going on with George, with this misfiring and popping and banging. Like I say, he doesn't do it all the time, but I'll have a look later and see if I can change that condenser, because it might just be that playing up. Well, so George has been sitting here now about 3.5 hours. Might want a little bit of choke. Give him a little bit of choke, just a little. Oh, that pipe's come loose. Tighten that up. That's only for the air filter. Something else I forgot to do when I've had the air cleaner off. Sometimes when it's dark you can see when it's arcing out or anything. But like I've said, until it actually goes wrong, could be the coil playing up, but that coil's not that old, is it? I'm thinking maybe a condenser. Just really weird, isn't it? Really strange how he does it. He's absolutely fine now, so I can't pinpoint it. But I ain't got time now. Maybe tomorrow I'm just gonna change that condenser and see how we get on. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that is misfiring. But why? Away he goes again. It's alright again now. Could even be a duff plug, couldn't it? Right, tomorrow, if it's not raining, I'll get the plugs out, we'll give them a clean. I'm going to change the condenser, and we'll might just change the points as well, just for here on the safe side, and we'll see how we get on then. Because when that's not happening, it's running absolutely perfect. You can see there's plenty of fuel in that filter, so there's plenty of fuel in the carb. Hang on. Why is that? God, what's going on here? Hear that speed up then when I put that back in? It won't be that though, that won't be causing that, but oh, it's starting to rain now. Right, let's get going. Let's get going home. Cars, who'd have me? I haven't got my other camera with me to set up for the actual drive. But like I say, it's really a strange one. Yeah, there was a few things loose under there, so I need to give him a go over tomorrow. Why that vacuum pipe was off, I do not know. Let's go. Right then, so away we go. We'll see how we get on the way home. Hate this corner. You can't see it, but I've said it before about it. You can't see it. People come zooming around. So, I've got my new wipers on, by the way. Look, they're good. I'm happy with them. We'll see how George goes the rest of the way home. It's very strange. I think I may have removed that pipe. I was going to check the timing after had the problem with the loose distributor. And I said, oh, what I'll do, try and fine, I'll just check that timing. For some reason I didn't do it. So there's something else I can do tomorrow. Just hope it's not raining. And I'll go through him, like I say, have a look at them plugs, see what state they're in. I'll definitely change the condenser, might just change the points and put another set him up, check the timing, and we'll go from there. Try and get my driving camera back in here tomorrow. So home, and we'll see how we get on then. But like I say, he'll be driving absolutely fine like he is now. Sometimes he'll do a couple of days and then away it goes again. That's why I can't pinpoint what it is, because it won't stay like that. Audio, so I've took the cap off, had a little look at the rotor arm, and check inside the cap. That's okay, everything's okay. I'll check that points gap in a second, but before I do that, I'm going to just change this condenser. Oh, hang on, that wire there looks a little bit iffy, doesn't it? What's happened there? Maybe that's been nipped in the cap, look. Can you see that? Maybe it's been nipped in there. That could be part of the problem. could be. Need to have a look at that as well, don't I? Audio. I'll pull that out and we'll have a look. Well, it's a little bit breezy, so there might be some wind noise. There's the condenser off. It's not an old condenser, it's fairly new. But I'm going to swap it for this one, and obviously that main feed as well. So I'll chuck them in now, and then we'll connect that up and see how we go on. So there we go, another condenser and the main feed wire, which I'll change. It's got to whip this condenser out. There might not be nothing wrong with it now, but I might as well do it while I'm here. So I'm just going to swap those over. Right, I'm going to tell you something I have found with both these sets of points is, I don't know if you can see, these plastic washers, what are to stop, insulate, obviously to stop the power going across into this post, or even touching this, are disintegrating. Look, they're crumbling. What are they? Supposed to be a nylon or something. Look, they're just crumbling, and I know that, watch this one, look, it's falling apart. They're fairly new. I only bought these, what, a couple of months? Cheap rubbish, eh? So I'm definitely going to have to get some more. I can't remember, I know I bought them off eBay, but what or when or where they were supposed to have come from. I'll see if I can get some from ESM or something today. I'll order some online, and then I'll have to change them again, because they're just not right, are they? Pity. Right, so I think I've got this right. Let's put the ignition on. Even though these washers are not too good. There's the ignition on. What we're looking for is a little spark down there. I don't know if you can see. Yep, that's working. But even that top washer is starting to crumble as I was doing it up. They are rubbish. I might be able to make something up if this don't work to insulate it, because what you don't want is any of this shortened to this. Right, everything's back together. I would have liked to take the plugs out, but I'm going to have to do that when I can get back to mine later on. I'm a bit busy today, I've only got this short amount of time. The other thing I wanted to do, of course, was tighten this up. All's good. Right, it's freezing cold, look. Got my hand on the manifold. So let's see if George will fire up even. I've checked the points, reset them, although they were okay, but I've just cleaned them a bit. I'm going to have some choke out, and what's that? What's that all about, look? That's strange. What's going on? So why is it doing this? Something's not right. something's not right. Okay guys, as you can see, I've limped George back to mine. I managed to use a piece of plastic to stop it shorting out. He drove here not too bad. I've got a set of Lucas points, which I will be putting in probably tomorrow now. Right, I can just show you what's going on with these points. Where this spring goes onto this pin here, there is two like half washers. What stops that from shorting out and holds it like there? Well, because they're crumbling, are shorting out everywhere. That's the problem with the points. But I've managed to make something to stop that happening on this set I've got in now, to get George to where he is. Like I say, he's running fine. It won't take long to fit the points, but I will be fitting them probably either later today or tomorrow morning, and then we'll see if I can do something with the timing or whether that is actually a problem with the distributor. Anyway, I've got the points now. Rightio guys, so it's time for me to go to work. There's the new Lucas points, which I will be putting in probably tomorrow now. I like living dangerously, so here we go. We're going to use George with the bodged up points for going to work and going home again. We'll just see how we get on. It's obviously starting a lot better. And have you noticed as well the difference in sound? It's louder. Well, when I was backfiring yesterday, I thought he'd loosened the manifold, but no, he's actually blowing a hole in the silencer. There you go. Another job to have a look at. Right, let's see. Don't forget we've got no vacuum point connected to the distributor. I have put a screw in the end on the carb to stop it drawing in air, and he seems to be running quite well like this. That was a bit noisy, but yeah, all seems good. Till I can get them points fitted tomorrow and then have a look at the distributor. First of all, like I said, I'm going to check how advanced that timing is. That might just be that's too far advanced. When I connect up the vacuum pipe, it's just going too far. That's what I'm guessing anyway. But funny enough, he's running just fine like this. Whether he'll play up like he do sometimes anyway, I don't know, but I think it was the reason why he was playing up. I think the washers I show you that are crumbling, he was shorting out, and sometimes that was not, they turned, I don't know what happened, but now and again that was just so close that it was shorting out. Well, that's what I think anyway, but we'll see how he goes now. He seems to be running really, really well, so obviously this from mine to here is only a mile, so it's not too bad. Even if I break down, I can probably sort out. Which goes to show I used a wall plug. I cut it down, slid it over where the thread is, and got a couple of pieces of plastic to stop it shorting out, and hey presto, everything's good. So that's the sort of thing you can do on the side of the road to get you home. It's usually a way with these old cars. Ideally I wouldn't be using it, only they did rain again this afternoon. I didn't fancy coming on the e-bike, because when I leave here I've got to go up to my mother-in-law's. So I'll take a chance with George. What could go wrong, eh? At least the brakes are working good. Right, we're almost there now. I see people giving us a strange look because of the sound George is making. Slightly louder than normal. They'll probably only get worse, so I'll have to do something about it. Luckily I can get into my space quite easily today, which is good. Right then, so we're back in George. I'll tell you what I did on the way to work. Give him a little bit of choke because it's got a bit cooler now. Right, so this morning when I left off work, I went straight over, met my wife and we went straight over to pick up the GoPro session, which is obviously the same as the one we've got now. Same as this one, which I do like, I've told you about that. So that's on charge now. And George should be running perfect now, and I'll tell you why. I have put the new set of points in since we got back. A cup of tea, and I thought I'm going to chuck them points in now. Anyway, I did that. Had to sort out that window rattle as well. So the second I put them in, turned him over, he fired up just as he has been. I thought, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to check the timing. But what I thought I'd do was just connect up the vacuum pipe again for the distributor, just to see how it would operate. Funny enough, connected it up, perfect. Run absolutely perfect. The only problem is obviously if the exhaust is blowing now because I blew a hole in it. Revved up, revving fine. So goodness knows what was going on there. I've had a look at the other sets of points. I've got two sets here. The same what I got cheap I was telling you about. They're both on this seat here. They'll do a spare. I'll be able to use them if I break down or problem with the points. They'll get me on. I'll keep them in the box in the back. But obviously having the Lucas set is much better, superior. And when I compared them, they weren't of much difference apart from the way obviously the plastic was rubbish, but also the way the spring was on them. And I noticed when, this is what I think was happening, when I had the vacuum connected, when I accelerated, obviously it twists round, and I think what was happening, the spring was touching on the screw or adjust the points, shorten out, therefore stop it from sparking. The engine was then slowing down, so therefore the distributor was going back to normal place, and that would rev up again. speed up, same thing. As it sped up, it turned, shorted out. That's my conclusion. Whether that's what exactly's happened, I'm not sure. But the only thing I can say now is we'll see how he goes for the rest of this week, eh? I checked the timing and I weren't far out at all. I haven't touched it. That was fine. So, like I say, the only conclusion I can come up with, what was going on with that revving up, or when I revved it, that was going up and down, and it was all over the place, and why that was backfiring. The only thing I can think was that reason. Like I say, whether that was them points playing up or whether it was that condenser. But if it is the condenser, I have swapped it, but for the similar one I got before, I have got another one. So we'll see how we go. Might be fine now. But I think the next job is going to be now is do something with that exhaust. Let's just see how he runs. I'll just continue to use him for a few more days and we'll see how we get on. What's today? Thursday. So obviously I'll use him tonight, tomorrow morning, tomorrow night. Maybe go somewhere over the weekend with George. And then next week, if we get some nice days, I'll sort that exhaust out. Do something with it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, whether I can repair it or whether I might get a new one, or I might even eliminate the box and see what it sounds like without the box on. Like I say, it ain't really the loudness. It's not overly loud. It won't be with this, the way these are. It's more kind of foomy now because of the brake is just down underneath me really, or just in front of me under the car, so it's going to be a bit foomy. So all I can say is just going to have to keep going and see how we get on. But it's definitely pulling really well now. But I don't want this video is probably going to end up far longer than I wanted to, because I've been messing about, driving him with the faulty points and what have you. But hey ho, I will be ending this in a minute. I'm just going to get myself to work again. What we'll do, I'll just show you where the exhaust is blowing, and that'll be the end of the video. Luckily I can get my usual spot just behind the gate. There we go, that's fine. Take this camera outside while it's still running. Let's go have a look. And there it is, look. Split across there when we had that enormous bang. But it's not overly loud really. I'll see if I can repair that. Or like I say, I might delete. We will see. He is popping a little bit, but I ain't worried about that. But these exhausts ain't a lot of money anyway, are they? You can pick these up quite cheap. But like I say, it's not overly loud. So I'm going to end this video here. Fingers crossed that George will be okay now. Now I think I've sorted him out. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.